You doing? It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here. Another fun day coming up. Welcome one, welcome all to the Stock Markets with Bruce channel, where we try to explain, at least I try to explain in plain English, what the heck is going on out there. We've got lots happening, as always, lots happening. If you're a regular to this channel, you have long ago figured it out that you better be on the ball with all kinds of stuff going on, because what can happen in one part of the world can affect stock prices right here on this channel. Whatever would like to follow. You're an option writer. You have come to the right place if you believe in becoming self-employed or trying to find a way to get away from that office and the mentality of your supervisors. If you're sick and tired of the lottery game that you're playing every day you go to work, and that game is called "What mood is the boss in today?" You want to get away from that game. You can get away from that nonsense by learning how to write stock options on stocks you already have or stocks you can easily acquire without paying way too much for them, and then generating some revenue. There's ways. There's people here who've changed their lives completely in the last year and a half. I went live last year, January of 2021, because of the GameStop meme thing that exploded. As I was trying to explain to all of you out there what was happening with all that and what did it mean. And then I came to you with alternative investment ideas and started to talk to you about options. And we have really covered, and there's been a real reaction from you about how to write call options, how to write put options, how to bring income into your portfolio using conservative option writing strategies. I am not talking about making $1 million on a trade or anything like that. I'm talking about steady income coming into your account that you can now bring in from investments you've been holding on to forever and ever and ever. It blows my mind how many people have had shares in their accounts for decades, and all they've been getting are piddly ass dividends and tolerating the bear markets and bull markets and all kinds of crap and getting nothing for their investment. And they're so-called investment advisors out there, and there used to be thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. These people never showed you, or never showed your mom and dad, never showed your grandparents how they could have brought income into their account had they only got off their lazy fat butts and just explained how to write options out of the money stock options against portfolios they already had. Pension funds do it, hedge funds do it, mutual funds do it, ETFs do it. Very well-positioned private investors do it. In downtown Manhattan, in New York, and in any financial center on the planet, there are professional option writers working for banks and institutions to enhance revenue into the firm by writing options. And I am trying to show the average individual retail investor how you can do it yourself from the comfort of your house if you want it to be in your house, from the comfort of your RV if you want to get out there and travel, from the comfort of your hotel room, wherever you are. And I'm in a hotel room. You need one of these devices. These things are known as, we call them smartphones. This happens to be an Apple smartphone. It doesn't have to be an Apple smartphone. Whatever brand turns you on. If you have one of these on you, you're in business, and you can change your entire financial existence instantly with one of these things. You want to sit in front of a laptop like I'm sitting in front of a laptop right now talking to this camera right here, or you want to do it with a big old or tiny little old iPad. I got a big ass iPad here. Up to you, whatever device you want to use. You don't need me to do it. You do it yourself. You can utilize my experience by hanging around this channel, hanging around these people right over here, the ones who are talking over here. You'll notice that if their name is in green, there's a logo beside their name, like an emoji. those are members of this channel, and it is likely you are listening to or watching commentary from option writers. And they hang out here several times a day, giving each other ideas and thoughts and reactions and opinions on what the heck is going on out there. If you want to learn how to become a writer of stock options, you better take it seriously. This is not a little game that we try to play where we try to outsmart other speculators. We're not looking for the mother of all short squeeze opportunities. You have to study what an option market really is, what the options market is about. And what I've done is I've put together 13 classes so far that are 1.5 to 2.5 hours long that I've done in front of live attendees, again, these folks over here, to explain how the options markets work, the philosophy of it, the logistics of it, and how you write a stock option and how others just buy and sell stock options. I go into reasons why people only buy and sell options, and I go into reasons why people write options. And I then concentrate on strategies where you can take your portfolio, part of your portfolio, you can take one stock you have and make it an option writing stock, and the rest you have, you don't do anything with. It doesn't matter. It's totally up to you. And a lot of folks who join this channel, they start off by writing one option one time just to see what it's like. And that makes sense. You got to dip your toe in the water somehow. After a while, you do one here, you do one there, you do one there. People begin to figure out that this isn't all that a scary a situation at all. This is actually rather simple. And it begins to make sense to people. They realize I'm getting paid rent money to hold these shares. I'm like a landlord parking shares in my building, and I'm getting paid rent to hold this stuff. Then others realize I'm a casino, and the gamblers are the ones down on the floor buying and selling options, trying to find the mother of all home run investments. And you're the one who owns the slot machines, hosting the gamblers, and you're offering a few of them an opportunity from time to time to take a flyer on an option that you're creating that will die worthless, most likely, in a few short weeks. And some of you will write an option on a Monday and buy it back on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Some of you will write an option 1 week and buy it back a few weeks later. Some of you write options and never buy them back because they die absolutely worthless, and you don't have to buy them back. You get to keep all the money you brought in. The difference between this channel and all other channels is here we sell stuff. Everybody else out there and pundits in Wall Street and everywhere, they never tell you to sell anything ever. And this morning, we have it again. We have another announcement this morning from another company like Target. Yesterday, we had announcements from Walmart. We've had announcements time and time again where companies in the last 1 to 2 months have lowered their guidance as to how they're going to do. And then they announce their results. They beat the guidance they told you that they were going to do. In other words, yeah, we were going to make $1 billion. And we're only going to make $500 million. Oh, we made $600 million. Our stock is going to go up now because we're making more money than anyone thought we would. No, you're making $400 million less than what you said you were going to make 6 months ago. You were underperforming. And the stock market kids on Wall Street, the boys and the girls, hype the bejesus out of these stocks. And you should get in and buy now. You should get in and buy. You never are told to sell. You are only told to buy and keep buying and keep buying and keep buying. You never sell. Because if you start selling stock, they figured out you're going to take your money. You're going to buy it on something like bills. They don't want that. They want the money to stay in Wall Street, to keep turning over the money so they can get their percentage of your capital as fees. That's how they survive. They do not survive if you pay your gas bill or your electric bill. They survive if you turn over your investment money with them. You never get to sell over there. Here, You have to sell first. You want to make any money in the market writing options, you have to sell the option to start with. That's the hardest transaction there is to learn because no one teaches you how to sell anything ever. You go to Costco, you're always buying. You go to Safeway, you're always buying. You go to Target, you're always buying. You go to the stock market, to a professional in Wall Street, you're always buying and reinvesting and bringing more money to the table on a monthly or quarterly contribution basis. You get a tax refund from your tax man. Wall Street says, send it over here and we'll reinvest it into more stock. Stock goes down, we'll just keep buying it and average down. Wall Street never, ever tells you to sell. And so you have no idea how to sell. You're useless at selling. You're good at buying. We all know how to buy stuff. We just don't know how to sell stuff. And this is where we concentrate on here on writing options to bring cash into your account, which is, it's your money the minute it lands in your account. You do whatever you want with it. And now you decide, how much of this money am I giving back to these gamblers? The option has 2 weeks left to live. The stock is trading at $20 a share, and the option's a $22 contract. It's out of the money. It's going to die worthless if the stock doesn't go over $22 in the next 2 weeks. When do I buy this call back, and for how little? Every day that goes by, the time value of this contract shrinks out because it will cease to exist at the bell on Friday afternoon on whichever option expiry date we're talking about. So if we're talking 2 weeks out, we're talking about a contract that has, in theory, 14 days left to live, if we, of course, write it 14 days out. But you can write a contract on a Wednesday that dies this Friday. You can write a call today that dies this Friday if you would like to. You can write a call today for next week Friday expiry. You can write a call today for 3 weeks out, but you can only write one call on every 100 shares you own. That's it. You can't write 5 calls on the same 100. You can only write one call option per 100 shares you own, depending on the stock you have or ETF you have, and or you can write call options against options you have if they're in the money. And that's called a poor man covered call contract. And that is something we also do in our classes to explain to you what that is and how the heck that works and how the leverage of that can completely change your portfolio. If you really want to quit your day job, you really want to change your life, you want to change your economic situation, you want to enhance cash flow into your household, you're approaching your 50s, you're in your 40s and 50s, you're coming into the 60s, and you're looking at that wall called retirement day, the one that you thought you were going to, couldn't wait to get to, and all of a sudden you're going, oh my God, I'm supposed to retire in 7-8 years, and there's no way on earth I'm going to be able to retire the way I thought I could retire when I was in my 30s and 40s, because too much crap has happened, too much water under the bridge. Economy's changed, the family dynamic has changed, my health has changed. Whatever is the reason or reasons, it's okay. This is called life. Writing options is a way to equalize and change the course of your future economic existence. There is no magic formula. I can't tell you in 5 minutes how to change your life. I can't. I can only say to you, if you really want it, and I mean you want it, you want to make it so that you are in control of your future, get your butt over to my website. It's called stockmarketswithbruce.ca. It's not very imaginative. It's just called stockmarketswithbruce.ca. I'm a Canadian. The option market is an international thing, but we're talking about US-based options, generally speaking. There's the website right there. And on the website, when you get your ass over there, whenever you want, 24 hours a day, anytime you can't sleep, head on over there. I'll put you to sleep in no time. Don't worry. Head on over there, and you'll find the homepage. Looks like this. And there's my mug there. And you'll notice on the top right there, it says home, about, classes, events, shop. Hit the classes icon there, and here's what you see next. You'll see my face there, attention students, classes in session. And then if you scroll down on that page, you start scrolling, The first thing you're going to see is lesson number 1, lesson number 2. Notice how unfancy this is, but it works. You can buy these classes whenever you want, in whatever order you want, and you can watch them again and again and again and again. They are $100 a piece, and you can watch through 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 13, and you'll learn all of these different topics. And inside each of these classes, which again run 1.5 to 2.5 hours each, they're done in front of live people who are my viewers, so I've kept it simple. You'll learn all kinds of little gems of information on how these markets work and how these options work and how they trade, and the philosophy of the options and the philosophy of the opponent that you have. Look, if you want to make some easy money as a kid, you would go to your neighbor and you'd say, hey, you want your lawn mowed? And the neighbor would go, oh, that'd be great. Grab the mower. I'll give you $10 to mow the lawn. Remember the 60s and 70s and 80s? Today, it's like, bring your own mower or use my mower, but I'll give you 15 or 20 bucks, or bring your own mower. I'll give you 20, 25 bucks. You just mow the person's lawn, and both parties were happy with the whole arrangement. The owner of the house would sit back and go, oh, thank God I don't have to push that damn mower in the 95-degree heat. Let the kid do it. The kid is happy because they can't wait to get this lawn mowed. They see the work done, and they get satisfaction from that, you hope. And they got a little bit of money in their pocket. And, you know, in our world, it was sort of tax-free, you know, because the neighbor paid you cash for mowing the lawn. Babysitting too. Remember those days? Now, if you want to write an option on the options market against stock you already own, you have to sell it to someone who is thinking the absolute opposite of what you're thinking. You're thinking that the option that you're selling has only got 2 weeks left to live. It's out of the money. There's no way the stock's going to go higher than what the exercise price is on the contract. You're thinking it's $20 on the open market. This is a $22 contract. I don't think the stock can go over 22, but you know, I'll take a dollar a share. I'll take $100 for this contract to tie up my shares for 2 weeks theoretically, and you can have it for $22 if you want it. Well, the guy isn't going to buy it off you for $22 if it's trading at 20. And so that gambler is sitting there going, well, if the shares go to $22 next week and the week after, during the last week of the contract's life, they go to 24, my contract is worth $2. I've turned 100 into $200. That's their hope. They got to have a stock go up $4 a share to make $100 profit. You are sitting there going, this sucker only goes up $199 in the next 2 weeks. This contract is worthless. I keep all $100. These two people are at opposite ends of the spectrum. Now, the stock might close at $21.99 next week, Friday. It might close at $22.01. It might close at $25, close at $16. It can close anywhere. But both of you are watching the quote machine all day long to see what the stock is going to do. And every day that goes by, the option writer, the person who sold the contract, they're the ones who brought in the dollar. They're sitting there with their arms folded, because that's a technique we learn on this channel. You fold your arms and you watch the contract depreciate in value, because there are only 2 weeks left before it dies. If you sell it on the Monday morning and it doesn't expire till a week Friday, it has 10 trading days of life left in it, unless, of course, you're writing a contract in the last week of August and taking in Labor Day. Then it only has 9 days of trading left, because you've lost the Monday trade there. But nonetheless, a typical 2-week time frame is 10 trading days. That means every day that goes by, this contract loses 10% of its time value. Because on Tuesday, it only has 9 days to live. On Wednesday, it only has 8 days to live. This sucker is going to become a contract with no time left on it at the very end, and it better be in the money. That stock had better go up $2 a share in that 2-week window, somewhere in that 2-week window, or this contract has no value. So if on Wednesday, 2 days later, it goes to $24 a share, yes, The contract will be worth $200 in book value plus a little bit of time value. It might trade at $250. But on the other hand, if the stock goes down to $17.50 on Wednesday, instead of going up, it went down. Now the contract is way out of the money. This is the $22 contract with a stock at $17.50. This contract is trading at 30 cents. The option writer has all the choices. The option writer can go, well, let me get this straight. The stock went down. In 2 days, it went down. This contract I sold for $1 is now trading at 30 cents. You know, you could just buy a contract back. You don't have to buy back the actual contract you sold. You just buy back a contract that expires on that day with that expiry, that exercise price. So you're looking to buy that Friday call contract with the $22 exercise price back. Well, the quote on those contracts is 30 to 35 cents. They're trading at 30 cents. You put in a buyer at 31. You buy it back. The guy you sold one to, he still has a contract. He has the one you sold him. He's out there somewhere holding this contract. He can sell it too at 31 cents and lose 69 cents, 69% of his money if he just with one or 10 of them or 100 of them, however many he bought. You sold one. You bought it back for 31 cents. You've made 69 bucks. Are you rich? No. Are you poor? Probably. You're still poor, but you made $69. You're $69 less poor. But that came in 2 days. 2 days later, Friday, the stock went back up to 20 again. Came back. What are you going to do now? You might write another contract, a $22 call contract, but not for the next Friday like you did on Monday. You're going to write one for the Friday after that, a 2-week contract again for $1, probably. And you're going to bring in another $100. So you got 69 bucks sitting here. That's your money. Now you added 100 to, you have $169 sitting in your account. And you're sitting here like this going, I'm prepared to wait 2 weeks for this contract not to have any value to it. And or I'm prepared to wait as long as it takes for the stock contract, this contract go down to 31 cents and I'll buy it back again. Rinse and repeat. And this is how we work here. That people write a contract. Sometimes they buy them back at 20 cents on the dollar lower. Sometimes they buy them back for a 40-cent gain. Sometimes they get a 50% gain. Sometimes they get the 100% gain. It all varies. Some folks write one contract at a time. Some write 2. Some write 5. Some write 20. Some write 100. It all depends how many shares you have. That's the thing about this option market. It's complicated in a way, but it's simple in a way. The same trade that one person makes to write one contract is the identical trade somebody makes that writes 100 contracts at a time. You are doing what mutual funds are doing. You're doing what hedge funds are doing. You're just doing it in a micro way from your house. You don't have a downtown office in Manhattan costing you $25,000 a month in rent or $200,000 a month for the floor or whatever you're doing. You don't have 250 employees. You are the account manager in your house. And if you score a $69 gain this week and a $69 gain next week and a $50 gain the week after that, you're adding a couple $100 a month to your account. Does that change your life? Probably not. But if you can write 5 contracts at a time and you're making $70 profit per contract, $350 per week on an average basis, that's $1,400 a month. In a household, $1,400. Hey, it pays a couple of bills, pays a couple of IOUs. It allows the money to stay in the account if you want, and just build the account to write more contracts and build your cash flow into the house. That's the name of the game here. Go from 5 contracts to 6, from 6 writing to 7 writing to writing 7 to 8, and so on. You get to 10 contracts. And you're hauling in 50 cents a week, just 50 cents a week on depreciation, that's $500 a week to you. That's $2,000 a month. For some folks, a $2,000 a month added cash injection coming in the front door changes things quickly. It allows certain bills to be targeted for elimination right now, which lowers your cost of living in an inflationary world in which we live. It's simple mathematics. Again, I am not talking about doing anything that is pie in the sky dreams and unbelievable no, I'm talking about just bringing in the cash, man, bringing in money. There are people here bringing in 5,000 a week, 10,000 a week, every week. There are people here who are bringing in 1 month they'll bring in $3,000. The next month they bring in $1,000. The next month they bring in $4,000, because what they're writing options on move. Stocks move up and down. And sometimes your stock goes up, but your options contracts don't drop. They stay even. And so you're richer on paper because your stock is up. Remember the stuff you never sell? The stock. Your account is worth more money, but your options didn't depreciate. So you're buying them back for what you sold them for because they didn't go down, but because the stock went up. And now you're buying those back and writing new contracts for 2 weeks again on the same stock at a higher level and saying to the market, okay, you want to keep going up? Keep going up. Go higher. Go up. Make me rich on paper then, if that's what you want to do. But eventually markets peter out and they slump a little. They plateau. They pause. They reassess. Companies sometimes come up with lousy earnings results and stocks back off. And this is where contracts now make you cash. Again, you're being compensated for your stock to either hold it when it's flat, not doing anything, or you're being compensated with cash from option premiums because your stock is slumping in value. So as your paper value is dropping in your account because your stock went down, your cash balance in your account is going higher because you're keeping the cash you brought in by selling contracts against your stock. This is a complicated and yet simple market to run from the opposite side of what everything you've been taught or you thought the market was. This channel is one of a handful of channels out there that talks about stock option writing. There's nobody else. All the other YouTube channels out there, all the channels on Patreon, all the channels on Twitch and Switch and Glitch, and I don't know what they're all called. I have no idea. There's thousands of guys like me, guys and girls who yell at you to tell you this is the stock of all time. This thing is going to blow. This company is on its way. This is all I've heard since 1979, since I was a stockbroker. I talk about writing options where you sell first, you buy back later, and you keep the change. And there are people here keeping change. That ain't change, it's dollars. The beauty of this business, if you want to be a full-time option writer, you do not have to stay in your house in front of your computer the entire day and be trapped. You are mobile. You can do this from anywhere. There are people who write options who still have full-time jobs. They go to the bathroom break and they take this with them and they're watching their markets. And they're catching up with me because they got an earphone going and listen to Bruce on the show. There are people who are on holidays who are writing options. There are people who've quit their day jobs who are making enough now writing option contracts, who go and visit friends from time to time, or they travel to parts of the country they've never seen. They RV full time, or they RV for a month at a time, or they fly to Europe, or they fly to Asia. They're cruising on cruise ships. As long as you have internet in one of these, you are able to write options and monitor your accounts. You're not trapped in a cubicle like you used to be. All right. Check out my classes if you like. If you really want to become self-employed and in charge of your destiny, then you got to go over. What you got to do is you got to watch my classes. So there's the website. But here's the deal for you. Okay, this week I've put my classes on sale. You can buy one class at a time, $100 a class. Knock yourself out. Or if you want to get 4 for the price of 3, we have a summer sale on right now. And here is my PayPal account. You make a donation to this account for $299.99. Don't forget the 99 cents. U.S. funds. Send it to that PayPal account address right there. And then you send me an email. And here's my email address. You'll find all this down below, by the way. You don't have to look at the screen and try to write this all down. Relax. It's all down below in the description. Send me an email after you make a donation and tell me the 4 classes you'd like to watch. My recommendation is, people ask me all the time, well, which one should I watch first? Start with number 1, then go to number 2, go to number 3, and go to number 4. And if you've already watched the first four, pick up 5, 6, 7, and 8. You watch the first 8, pick up 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. If you have the gumption and you have the dough and you are convinced you're going to do this, yes, you can send me enough money to buy them all. Yeah, yes, you can. It's totally up to you. You buy 4 for the price of 3. Watch them whenever you want. Now, if you want class number 4, number 9, number 10, and number 13, buy those. You can buy any 4 you want. I don't care. I'm like Tommy Lee Jones in The Fugitive when Harrison Ford says, I didn't kill my wife. And he says, I don't care. I don't care which ones you watch. I recommend you watch number 1 all the way up to number 13. It is a progressive thing, but it's your call. It's up to you. If you feel that you're Mr. Smarty Pants, you know everything, you don't need to learn the basic, then move on. It's up to you. But in each class, there are little gems of info that even my regulars have said, hey, I forgot that. Yeah, I remember in class number 2, you said this, and I'd forgotten that. That's right. The other thing you're going to learn in these classes is how to buy stuff and how to sell stuff. Again, I told you before, no one in Wall Street tells you how to sell. I teach you how to sell contracts for maximum profits and how to buy them back for maximum profits. We use terms around here called stink bids and stink offers. We love to say stink bids save lives around here. You have to learn what that means. You have to learn what that means. I don't care if you're just an option player, a stock player, even if you're a car buyer, you have to learn what stink bids are and stink offers are. And I'll explain it to you in the market setting. And you will quickly figure out, holy crap, I take these classes. This guy is showing me stuff, little tricks of an old stockbroker, the tricks of an old stockbroker, a former desk trader, a former partner in a brokerage firm. I was president of my own publicly traded company with a buddy of mine. I've been on every side of the stock market. I know all the tricks on the street. I will show you how you can buy and sell stocks and contracts and whatever else, and it'll pay you for these lessons so quickly. You'll just go, I just made me $500 extra. That just paid for a whole bunch of classes. This happens here all the time. All right. Other YouTubers might promise you the same thing. I think I deliver, but you have to take the first step. The first step is hang out here. Just watch this old man talk about the markets and hang out with his kids here. Second step, subscribe to this channel. Third step, if you're really getting into it, become a member of this channel and start talking to everybody here, because eventually all the people here will only be members, because starting on the market, when we start the market, we only go to members only on the comments. And then you can ask me anything you want on the air, and you can talk to them on the air. And we're a big family here. We're all trying to make money. Okay, we all have the same idea. We're trying to write options and buy them back for less money. Take lessons. And if you want to take it further than that, and a lot of you have decided to do this, you can always hire me for a 1-hour session privately, where I'll be on this side of the camera, you'll be on this side. We'll be here on this channel in a private setting. Saturdays and Sundays is when I like to do this. And for 1 hour, hour and a half or so, we'll hang out together and we'll go over your situation, where you're coming from, what you need to do. That way I can help zero you in, help you figure out where you're at, where you want to be, and how to get there. And then we'll deal with it. Everyone's situation is different. No two peoples are the same. And I don't mind it if husband and wife want to do it together, or what, that's fine too. You're in the household, that's great. If it's just you alone, it's okay. Whatever works for you, we're good to go. If you want to hire me for an hour, it's $400. So you better be ready to start learning what you're going to need to learn. But I will tell you, in this options business, to make $400 on options trades, it's chump change. It really is. There are folks here who write contracts. They'll write 10 at a time. They'll write them and sell them for $2.85. They buy them back for $2. They just made $850 in a couple of days. There's your $400 for your class. There's $300 for 4 classes, and you still have money left over. And now you can do this again and again for the rest of your life. So you only have to pay me once to take my classes the one time. After that, you're on your own. You want to watch the classes again and again and again? You can do so, of course. Thank you all for listening to the old man rant to start the day. This is the website. This is the PayPal address right here. If you want to get 4 classes for the price of 3, that is where you have to fire a $299.99 US donation to. Then send me an email. Tell me the 4 classes you want, and I'll send them to you after the show's over. Okay, because I'm live right now, right here with viewers from around the world. Welcome all to the channel. We are down this morning on the market. Have you noticed the Dow Jones is off 230 points. We got 30, 20, 21, 22 minutes to go before we open for trading. We're down 230 odd points. We're down 38 on S&P. We're down 143 on Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is off 1%. S&P down 0.9. The Dow about 2/3 of a percentage point. This is the first time in a while, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, we've actually had an opening that looks like this, where all 3 markets are down, and they're all down more than 0.5% to start the morning. It's still not the opening, but it looks like this is the way it's going to start. Oil has been up 33 cents at the moment. It was down 20, 30 cents earlier, but we're off on the week. Oil was $92, $94 Monday, kind of overnight. Now we're at $86.93. Gasoline prices continue and will continue to drop. If you want the oil price to go to $65 a barrel, I have a simple solution for you. Use less gasoline in your car or truck. Buy a set amount of gas every time you go to the pump instead of filling her up. It might be a pain in the rear end, but it might make you drive less. And if you can just save a gallon a day on your consumption, you will collapse this price to zero. Oil companies will lose billions if Americans went on strike and decided, I'm buying gas, but I'm only going to buy $40 a week instead of $80 a week or $60 a week. I'm going to cut back. How much is a gallon of gas? $4 rough now, maybe a little lower than that. I want to save a gallon a day. I'm going to use 7 gallons a day less, 7 gallons a week less. At $4 a gallon, I'm going to put $28 less in my tank on purpose. So I usually pay 60, 80, 100, $120 a tank, 200 a tank, whatever that number is. Take $30 off the top and say, okay, I'm only going to buy $50 every week or every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks of gas. And I'm going to, the rest of it, I'm not going to use it. I'm going, when it's empty, we're down to the residuals. I'll wait until 3 days later when I normally buy gas. If Americans did that, they won't, but if they did, you would collapse the oil market. Americans can collapse the entire price of crude within a month and a half. They have that kind of power. They don't utilize it. And the problem, that what drives me nuts, is I see headlines coming out of Saudi Arabia, coming out of the oil patch in other countries. How many gazillions of dollars are made by state oil companies, by dictator type run companies? They don't deserve it. They are making money to the tune of billions of dollars on crude that was discovered in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s that are still, fields are still producing today. They're getting the world price because they have a cartel. And the consumer, which is you, are getting screwed in the ear every time you fill up your tank. Now, I will admit that every government in the world has figured this game out. And they've turned the tables somewhat on the oil producers, where countries around the world have added excise taxes and fuel taxes and environmental impact taxes and carbon fee taxes and blah, blah, blah. And they've added price percentages and values on top of the basic gallon of gas. And the viewers out there, my viewers and the folks who are here, you're all paying unbelievable amount of taxes whenever you buy a gallon of gas, depending on where you are. Certain places in the United States, it's very low. In certain places in the planet, it's very high. And I come back at you and I say, you want to reduce the cost of living in your household by $4 a day, $120 a month? Use 1 gallon of gas less a day, every day in the USA, and you'll save right now about $4 a gallon. If you can do this in the UK, you will likely save $8, $9, the equivalent of $8, $9 a day, because that much higher for fuel. Same in Canada. We pay more in the here than in the US. We don't pay $9, but we pay more. You're in charge of how much you pay for this stuff, is how much you're going to use. And I hear the excuse, and I've heard it all my life. I need to get around, man. I got to go get groceries. I got to go to work. Yeah, well, you want to go to work in an extended cab pickup truck in downtown, wherever. God bless you. If that's freedom for you, God bless you. But you're going to pay. And I appreciate all the taxes you pay. And if you sit behind the wheel smoking a cigarette, thank you for that too. And when you get home, you have a couple of doubles. Thank you for those taxes. The booze taxes, the cigarette taxes, and the gasoline taxes. You guys are the highest taxpayers in the Western world. I thank you all wherever you live around the world. You guys are really making it easy for the rest of us, because I don't drink booze and I use a lot less fuel than most folks, and I don't smoke cigarettes. So I'm one of the lower taxpayers out there, but it's up to you. Freedom is in your hands. You choose how much money to hand the governments. It's up to you. At the moment, $86.54 is the price of crude. That's the price. Why? Because that's what people have to pay, entities have to pay right now to get it. They're forecasting that this is the future price of crude for now. But we've come down from 123 a barrel 3 months ago to here. And we could go down to 35, $40 a barrel. Guess what? If the crude price went to $40 a barrel, the Russians would be bankrupt. The Russians are sitting on gazillions of barrels of oil, billions of barrels of oil, tons, just like Canada is in the US. We got tons of this stuff. But if this went down to 35, $40 a barrel, the Russians would not be able to afford to keep the war going in the Ukraine. Right now, we are making it easy for the Russians to keep fighting Ukrainians. They have cash to buy weaponry and make weaponry and keep destroying that country. They're down from 123 to 86. I'll grant you that. But at 86, Russia still makes a killing on oil. And it allows the Russian hierarchy, the top boys, to keep paying all the bribes to everyone down the chain of command to keep that population in Russia under a fist of fear, to not even use the word war in their own country. We are helping them keep control of their population by keeping oil at 86. So I'm just saying, you want the war to end in Ukraine quicker? You want a lower cost of living in your life? You want a higher standard of living in your world? Use less of this stuff, but to each his own. All right. I said earlier about earnings coming out. Target hit their lower expectation numbers. They beat it or something like that. The word has been that Target has been offloading inventory dramatically in the last 90 days, and they will continue to do so. They are drowning in spring and summer crap. They don't need spring and summer stuff in their stores. They need fall and winter stuff now. They need Christmas stuff. They need colder weather stuff. They don't need outdoor carpeting for your deck. They don't need an umbrella for your deck right now. Yeah, it's hot out, I know. But in the next 30, 60 days, it's time to, bring it indoors. They need Christmas trees and ornaments. They need Christmas lights. They need Halloween stuff. They need wrapping paper. They need ribbon. They need the gifts that we hand out at Christmas time. That's the inventory they need. The problem is the suppliers of this stuff are behind in shipping, and the shippers themselves are all screwed up. We have had shipping rates sky high and fall and go up and down, and inconsistency on deliveries. These retailers are really scrambling. Now, the Targets and the Walmarts and the Costcos of the world in the USA, the big boys and girls, These guys are so powerful and they're so wealthy because they get such beautiful tax breaks from American taxpayers, courtesy of the super PACs that they use to fund their favorite politicians to keep everything just the way they want it. These guys have enough dough to hire their own ships in their entirety. And a ship will come into the port of Los Angeles or Long Beach. That ship is Target's. That ship is Kmart or Walmart's. That ship is Costco's. And it's got nothing but Costco merchandise in it. Nothing but. There might be 1,000 containers on that ship, and it's all Costco product. They offload it on the pier. The containers go onto the back of trucks, onto trains, and they are designated for distribution centers across the US and Canada and Mexico. And the merchandise lands in the stores on time. That's how the big boys play. Mom and pops and regional players, they don't have that kind of power. And that's where the rest of us in the big world are scrambling. And this is why you are seeing prices so much higher in certain parts of the country for certain goods and services versus others. The good news for consumers is if you're a Costco consumer, prices at Costco aren't as bad as elsewhere overall. The bad news is Costco doesn't stock 200,000 items in one location like a Kroger might or a Safeway or other large retailers do. And regional mom and pops don't stock anywhere near what these big boys do. They have specialty items. The problem is that these specialty items have really gone up in cost, and they've had to pass it on, and they're desperately hanging on to survive and hoping you'll forgive them when you walk through the door and go, look at the price of that. Look at the price of that. That's the way this world is going right now. So the stock market is off a little today because of a little bit of profit taking and the realization that, this market's gone up kind of nicely since the low in June, but man, these companies keep coming up with these warnings. Yesterday, under the radar, I don't know if any large broadcasters covered this story very much, but I noticed the headline and then it disappeared. It just evaporated from existence. Apple has let go 100 headhunters. Apple had in-house, I don't know how many they have, but they've let go 100 of their hiring specialists. These people are not hiring for Apple anymore. Now, you can imagine how many people a year do 100 people hire when their job is to hire people. I mean, you got to figure a couple a week, 3-4 a week. I mean, they got to have a system, a big file of hundreds of potential candidates that they're looking to hire. We're not talking about janitors. We're not talking about window washers. We're not talking about services where Apple, contracts out the window washing or they contract out. No, I'm talking about in-house talent for Apple to make tomorrow's product. These people are top dollar paid. They're recruited globally, and 100 of the finders are out of a job. You can imagine if you're working for Apple and you had to hire 100 people a year as your objective, and you multiply by that one person's 100 times 100 of them, 10,000 people a year aren't being hired at Apple in the next year. What? Whoa, what? That's going on. No one is talking about it. No one is. I don't see CNBC stopping coverage of their, coverage of the markets to bring you this news every hour to let you in on this. But this is going on here, and it's happening elsewhere. If you think that Apple is the only company that announces this kind of stuff, think again. There are many companies who are doing their own cutbacks quietly, without causing a stir. But it's happening. Apple lost 16 cents yesterday. This story had zero impact on the stock yesterday. All right. But this move will have an impact on the future of the company going forward. And it might come down to one thing, and that one thing could be, yeah, they the Apple Watch, the next iteration of the Apple Watch is a disappointment to the street because it didn't have other features like it used to have, or the iPhone 16, a couple of phones from now, it isn't. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles they used to come out with like 5 or 6 new features. They only came out with 3 or 4. It could be because 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 of these thousands of talented futurists weren't hired. They weren't sought after by Apple. They'll find jobs somewhere else. Don't worry. Top-notch quality people that are software creators, writers, and all the other high-enders, they'll find work somewhere else. But maybe not with Apple. And Apple they know, deep in the company, way upstairs, they know that, yeah, we're cutting back right now. We're seeing it. We're already noticing the slowdown. And we can't help it. We're a private company. We're not a government service here. We're not here. We're not the feel-good people. We're here to make money, okay? We're based in Cupertino, but we have this stuff manufactured in good old China. We hire people here and online and everything to help design. We have lots of designers and creators, but we're going to hold back on the next generation of them for a while. And this might be a 1-year delay, a 2-year delay. I don't know how long it's going to be. They don't know because they're curious as to how bad the economy is going to be. But it is slowing down globally, and Apple is a global seller of product. And so if the numbers in Romania are down and the numbers in Poland are down and the numbers in Germany are down, they're going to hire fewer people for those markets. And if the numbers in the USA are down, they're going to hire fewer people in the US market. It's just that simple. I had the pleasure yesterday of going to an Apple store here in Calgary. I love going into Apple stores. They're fantastic. You get to talk to these really bright people inside these stores. Have you ever talked to an Apple employee? You ever hung out with these folks? You ever had a chance to talk to them for 10, 15 minutes? They are brilliant. They're young. They're under 40-ish. They're under 30-ish. They're sharp as a tack. They're personable. They love their gig. Pretty well all of them love working there. They really know their stuff. I was asking questions about this thing, and I'm asking dumb guy questions. The first thing they say, there are no dumb questions. Every question is a good question. I asked a question they'd never heard before. At least at this location, they'd never run into a problem like I brought up to them. And they went, I've never had to deal with this before. You're a YouTuber? That's the second thing. You're a YouTuber? 2? You have 2 channels? I know what they're thinking. This old man is a YouTuber? Really? And then they see my channel because they're looking through my phone and they see the thumbnails, and there I am. They're going, this guy's a YouTuber. Unbelievable. Anyway, I had fun yesterday. Apple, love the company. How can you not love Apple? It's a great company, but the stock was down 16 cents yesterday. It's down a little more today. We're off right now about 66 cents in the pre-market. This is still a nothing burger, of course. The stock is 172. The high for the year, 182.94. Hit 173.71 yesterday. Apple has to drop $12 to $15 to kind of get back to more of a normal range, but I don't know if that's going to happen today. We'll find out. By the way, Bed Bath & Beyond, while I've been ranting away and yapping away, we got up to $29.40 this morning. For a brief moment in time, it's now $26.88, and it's backing up quick. So, don't read too much into this market. We're opening in 4 minutes, by the way. U.S. retail sales flat in July, but up 0.7%, excluding gasoline and automobiles. Don't get too excited. We're happy to see it, but don't get too excited. The Dow's down 217, S&P down 37, Nasdaq down 135, oil up 40 cents right now. We're opening for trading in 4 minutes, and I thank you all for being here this morning and hanging out with yours truly. I do appreciate it. Those of you who are trying to pick up the 4 for 3 deal, thank you for placing your order with me. If you've sent me a donation and you're sending me an email with the list of 4 classes you'd like, please be patient. I have to finish this show before I can respond to you, but we'll get her done. We have 146 thumbs ups right now with 3 minutes to go before we open for trading. And if you're able to find a way to hit the thumbs up button for us, please do. Let us know what number you are. We love to hit 200 thumbs ups as soon as possible to get a little momentum with with YouTube in their artificial intelligence computers over their head office. Hit that thumbs up button for me, and that adds a bit more momentum to the channel. There we go. 152 now are in. Here they come. Thank you. 156. Here we go. 44 away from 200. This will happen quick if you guys are willing to do it. 31 needed. We're at 159. 38 needed. We're at 162 now. Look at that. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for helping me with these thumbs ups. By all means, nail them and get me to 200 thumbs ups ASAP. There's 310 watching right now, so that means there's 150 slackers out there. I sound like Professor Strickland. You're nothing but a slacker. That's all you'll ever be. And your dad was a slacker too. I love those movies. Didn't he ever have hair? Mr. Strickland. I love that. What was it? The third movie? The second movie when he is defending his house with his shotgun. Oh, so much fun. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. 2 minutes from the opening, 19 to go. We have 181 thumbs ups because we don't have slackers here. We have some of the finest people YouTube knows on this channel following us, and I appreciate it, everybody. Here come the thumbs up. Look at them. Debbie Bonner, Drops Family, Mr. T, Cindy, Sextel, Bill, Sheba, Trish the Dish is here. Drops. Look at them all. Nick, thank you, guys. Tommy, 60, 167, 168. Man, I got two devices. I gave you 2 thumbs ups. Thanks, Tommy Jen. Fabulous, everybody. Thank you for those of you who are renewing your memberships. Yesterday was the turnover day. The 16th, we started this whole thing on March 16th, 2021 with memberships. And a lot of you are still here. That you became members on the very first day I offered memberships, and you're still members. Thank you for renewing your memberships yesterday and again today. And every one of you that are joining this channel, it is so appreciated. I love it. Nick, thank you. Alberto, Tio the Goat. Aiden, Uncle Bruce, you're a legend. ATIP, what do you think? Drops 185, baby. We're coming. Duncan, I was here at 56, man. I was here. Fabulous, everybody. Happy belated YouTube anniversary. We celebrated 5 years 5 days ago. August the 12th, 5 years I've been a YouTuber. Unbelievable. Thank you, everybody. We're open. I think we're running. I think the bell should be coming. If our friend Larry is here, the bells will pop up, but I think we're open now for trading. And I welcome you all to the party, pal. Welcome to the party. And let's see what's going on. Wheatwild is saying, Uncle Bruce, I'm moving to a new trading firm the next couple of weeks, and I will finally be able to write options. We'll buy a few lessons before I start, and I'm going to try to schedule a one-on-one with you. Be ready. So I'm ready to write. Right on, Wheatwild. Way to go, way to go, way to go. This is good stuff. I'm tired, says Sheba. Being awake is overrated. There's Larry. Thanks, Larry, for the bells. We are officially up and running here. We're going. We're running, baby. Let's see what this market brings us today. Heartache, tears, and good times. Welcome, everyone. It's another day to make a few bucks. John Gill, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for that thumbs up there. I love it. Thanks, Larry, says Alberto. Mirko, Uncle Bruce, earlier someone made a donation with a question. Did you see that? I did not. Larry, I told a tad late. The cat was demanding food. What's with these cats? This is crazy. I don't know if I see. Can I find this donation? I don't see it here. Oh, yeah. Jay Chase. Okay, Jay. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, longtime lurker here. I bought 100 Bed Bath Beyond shares at $665, and I already maxed out my rollover. So I sold a $1 call for January 2024. I'm stuck, right? What are you doing? Something tells me you might get exercised. I think that's kind of what's going on here. I don't know. Jeez, I don't know what's going on. That is I don't really really don't see these kinds of comments very often. That's more funny than anything else. That's weird. Oh my gosh. Thank you, everybody. Gotta feed the cat, man. Oh man, man, oh man. Beach Boy, my kids will have to pry the membership to Uncle Bruce channel when I'm gone. And Sextel, let's have BBBY run today. Let's hope so, everybody. Let's see what we can do. Well, or not. I don't know. Let's hope everything works for you, depending on what direction you want it to go. Thank you, one and all, for being here today. We're moving over now to the chat room for members only. Please become a member of this channel and join this great family of channel members. There's 2 levels, so you can choose to be a member of this channel. You can hang out at the chilling with Uncle Bruce level. I think that's $9.99 a month, about $10 a month. Or you can move up to the penthouse here and become a Gold Bagel member. If you become one of those, you are at the upper echelon of this channel. It's a $25 a month commitment that you're making. But for $25 a month, you get 5 trading alert shows. That's before this show, the 8:30 show. I do a show before this one. It's a quick 5, 10, 15 minutes for Gold Bagel members, Monday to Friday during market hours. The market's open. We do one of those. And then on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern time, we have Prime Time with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members. However, tonight, everybody can become a participant in tonight's primetime show. If you have always wondered, what are those Gold Bagel members and Bruce talk about? Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern time, when the markets are closed and it's a lot more casual. What's that like? Well, you're going to find out tonight. It's an open house. We have an open house tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern time, prime time with Uncle Bruce. You're all welcome to join us to see for yourself what I and Gold Bagel members do. Hopefully, cross our fingers, it'll convince some of you to upgrade your membership from regular membership to Gold Bagel membership, and or will encourage a bunch of you folks to just become a Gold Bagel member and hang out with us. This gives you, as a Gold Bagel member, 6 additional things every week over and above the regular membership. That's 24 separate additional items that you get to enjoy for the $15 added cost per month to pay. I thank all of you who are already Gold Bagel members, those of you who have upgraded to this level, and those of you who are still here as chilling with Uncle Bruce members. Love you. Chilling members or more, you can comment here all you want. Gold Bagels and up, Gold Bagel members and up, you get those extra 24 perks. And I thank all of you for your loyalty to this channel. This is what keeps us on the air. It keeps me going. Without memberships, we would not be on the air. I cannot survive on the advertising revenue from 324 people. I think it's 324 people right now on this channel. It probably says somewhere down here for you guys. 320 people. YouTube's advertising money they get off of you guys is so minuscule. I'd go broke. I couldn't stay in a homeless shelter for that little money. But the membership this right here, this keeps us going. And Jen and I thank you very much for your support. Thank you all so much. Welcome one and welcome all. Uncle Bruce, Wing Commander, wants to know, I would like to write a couple of GameStop calls. What would be a good sound strike price given the current volatility of the stock? Well, at the moment, I think, let me just refresh my big S iPad because it is not yet updated. Let's see what we're looking at here. We've got the Dow down 162, S&P down 27, Nasdaq down 110. Oil up 69 cents. Now, GameStop is 43.44 at the moment. We've been as high as 44 something. We've been up to 44.30. We're at 43.40. So we're about 90 cents off the high. I would be looking at, if you want to write out of the money calls, and now is a good time to consider this. If you could get $45 calls written, that might be an idea for, say, a week or two out. Again, you're writing out of the money calls for a premium. That's all time premium. You're giving them a couple of weeks, looking for as much as you can. daring them to take you out at 45 plus that premium you get to keep. So I don't know what they're going for. I don't have the option chain up here, but that's one to consider. Another way to think about it is if your thinking is, Bruce, this stock was $38 2 days ago. Last week, a week and a half ago, it was at 33. It's going back under 40. Well, then you might want to write $40 calls, maybe $40 calls for 3 weeks from now. That'll give you a $375 in book value plus time on top of that. Can you write these for $5.50, $6.50, $7? Can you get that kind of money for them, depending on how far out you go? You get to keep, if you get taken out at 40 and you get $7 for your contract, you're being taken out at $47. Are you happy with that if that were to happen? And or if the shares go down to 39 next week sometime, your 40s are out of the money. Those 7 calls might be trading at 350 and you'll buy them back there and take the 350 off the table, or you'll wait a week and a half. If the shares even go lower, they might go down to 250 and now you've scored a 450 gain on a contract. There's a few thoughts for you, Wing Commander, to kind of think about which way you want to play this. Mirko tried to ask Jay Chase what he did, but he didn't respond. Maybe he wasn't lurking anymore. Mirko did all we could, I guess. Nick, I am thumbs up number 195, big man. Thank you so much. 207 are here now. 207 on the thumbs up. You guys are awesome. Keep those coming in. Maybe we can hit 250, 300 today. This is great. Beach Boy is saying a Wing Commander isn't scared from a bit of volatility now. Is he? Wing Commander Beach Boy, I am already sitting on several 40s for mid-October. I had to roll twice to get up here. Spread, my third buyback is now, again, 20% in the green, and it expires on Friday. I think I buy back at least one of them to get to 2025. Hawkeye is here. I sold 3 September 2s, 3 September 2nd calls yesterday, $45 strike at $4 during the GameStop halt. Right on. 3 calls, received $4 each, 4,400. That's $1,200 in her account by offering $45 call options. Nicely done. They're out of the money. We're at $42.89. Beautiful. Zed, good morning, folks. Beach Boy, you are a high roller, I guess. Splair, go Matterport, come down lower for me. Let's take a look at these stocks here. We got Bed Bath & Beyond at $26.29. Up 564. We have the Dow down 197. AMC is down 42 cents to 24.38. We've got GameStop 42.82 to 42.90 or so. We're up 60, 70 cents. ME at 431, down 19 cents. Matterport down 19 to 562. We have SoFi sitting at 728, down 29 cents. We have ATIP at 99.1 cents, just down about 9/10 of a penny. Rocket Lab 633, down 28. Smart Rent 352, down 13.5. Spire 152, down 6 cents, 6.5. Cyxtera 987, down 11. Tesla down $6.90 to 912. We got Pfizer. We have Pfizer down 38 cents to 49.48. Boeing down 391 to 168. Apple holding a 52-cent gain at 173.56. We got up to 174.13 right off the bat. Now we backed off about 60 cents, almost 60 cents. We backed off about 60 cents from the high, and we're still up 50 cents now on Apple. All right, now HPQ down 30, Cisco down 15. Twitter down 37. Home Depot is up 92 cents, now only up 75 cents. Carvana down 236 to 52.23. Robinhood is down 24 cents to 10.66. Vanik Semiconductors, the ETF, SMH symbol, down 4.88. IBM up 116 at 137.72. Microsoft down 175 today to $290. In the last week, we got as high as about 294. We've backed off now for nothing serious yet, but the company is cutting back expenses and hiring, so watch for a lower price here. Goldman is down 363 to 351. Google down 144 to 121. Amazon down 289 to 141. This is what I was expecting here. Meta, the Facebook shares down 344 to 176. BlackBerry down 26 cents. Royal Caribbean down $1.40. U.S. Steel down 91. Target now down 638. JP Morgan down 114. Costco down 219 a share. Walmart up 88 cents. Nvidia down 4. Target, like I said, came out with those earnings this morning. They met their lower projections. And the shares had reached a high, what was it, just yesterday at 182.65. They had a real shot from a low of about 169 on August the 11th, and now we're back to 174. And just going back a ways, back in July 22nd, we were 158. Then on July 26th, we were 150, lost 8, then came back. And yeah, here we are here. Back in April, the shares were at $249. That was April the 20th. And then they announced on May the 17th that they were going to have troubles, or just after May 17th. They were 217, and they came down to 150. So they had gone from 250 to 150 from April to May, and they crapped out down to like 139 in June when the market hit the low. And they've gone from 139 to 174. They're nowhere near back to where they were. 250 a share. We're at 174 right now. And even this might be too much because the company is going to have a rough fall and winter with not the right amount of inventory for the right season in stock. And yet today, like I said, it was as low as 170. Now it's 174. It's trying to recover a little bit, but it's still $80 from the high from last April, so the April range. So this is a tale of what the market is up to or not up to right now. Okay, here we go. 2621 on Bed Bath Beyond at 556. The Dow at 217 low. GameStop now up 68 cents. So on the GameStop, like I said, you write out of the money calls and go a couple weeks out, and let's see how they back off. I think you're going to be all right. Deuce Caboose is wondering, can we get an announcement on student loans? Bobby says it was 18 days away, last I heard. Let's see. For FL, do you miss the days when they used to have 1/8 of a spread between stock? Well, I remember those days. I also remember the days of 1/16. So we would see stocks lower priced with 1/16 of a dollar range. But yeah, 1/8 of a dollar. So it would be 8 to 8 and 8. $8 to $8.12 and a half, and then it would be 8 1/8 to 8 1/4. So that would be $8.12.5 to $8.25. Those are the days where 1/8 of a dollar were normal, especially with higher price stock. Yeah, I remember those. No, I don't miss them, actually. I don't. I do and I don't, I guess. I don't miss them because we can do it on computer, but I would miss them if I were still handwriting tickets. When we hand wrote tickets, we were in 1/8 of a spread to do our business. Now it's 1/100th of a it's 1 penny per dollar. And then there are fractional trades, which just you can't do it on paper. Deuce Caboose, after the ER, I didn't think SoFi would ever touch 6 again. Well, here we come. Earnings report. Well, 722. We're down a bit, but I don't know if we'll go to 6. But this market is its own unique instrument. It's its own unique animal, and I sometimes you just can't account for it. We are watching the other indexes here. S&P down 32, Nasdaq down 136. The Nasdaq is down a percentage point. S&P down 3/4 of a point. The Dow down 0.55 of a percent. The oil market, we're only up 11 cents. That's it. Boeing and 3M share losses lead the Dow's 200-point dip. At this point, Target stock falls after earnings miss estimates. Treasury yields are rising ahead of the Fed minutes as retail sales come in flat. And that is the Achilles heel of this market coming up. We are likely to see lower prices on the markets because we're going to get higher interest rates. The treasury markets are going to react negatively, and we're going to have competition for money, and it's going to come out of this rally. There are probably smart investors right now who are already exiting this market, taking money off of the table because they got this rally from June to now, and this dead cat bounce is a slow motion dead cat bounce. It's coming, it's gone, and we're done now, and it's now time to take money off the table. And so don't be surprised if in the next few days and the next few weeks we lose 1,000 points on the Dow 1500. We give up some of these gains because a smart money will now take money and put it in cash, wait for the yields to rise on these treasuries as the bankers raise rates. They'll put money in there, or and just for daily interest, they'll wait for the market to crap out and then they'll jump back in. The question is where and how heavily will they do it? How low will the market go on this pullback coming up? Is this going to take us lower than June lows, or are we going to drift a while lower, hang around, and then go lower again? We'll find out what happens here. If we do a dip in the next week or so, and then we have a recovery, but we don't get to new higher highs, then we're in trouble. We are then going to test the lows, and that's June's lows. And I think that's where we're headed ultimately. But time will tell how this all plays out. All right. What's going on here? The Achilles heel of this market is reality. There you go. Zeta Estate, 12 GameStop contracts exercised on August the 3rd at $32.50 per option. I have all this cash. Sounds like I will still wait, or is there anything else I can do right now? What are your thoughts on this? Well, you could go after and chase the GameStop, but I wouldn't do it. I really wouldn't chase it because I think we're going lower, not higher. Are we going to $30 a share? I don't know if it's going to be that dramatic, but a back off is certainly in the cards. So that's what I'm thinking. But if not for GameStop, what else would you work on? And this is where the idea of these other stocks that we're following might be in your wheelhouse. You might be, tempted to look at either Pfizer, maybe HPQ, certainly not overpriced, Cisco, picking up HPQ shares or buying deep in the money HPQ calls could give you the kind of leverage to write a whole bunch of calls at a time to bring in income that you would normally be bringing in from GameStop while you're waiting and watching GameStop out of the corner of your eye. If it backs off to 38, 36, 35, you might then move over there either into stock or deep in the money calls as well as a per man covered call strategy. You might sell some of your HPQ and move over there with a little bit and do both. Couple of thoughts. You've got some potential to move on this. You have to decide, do you want to only be a writer of GameStop and nothing but? Then fair enough. But I think we're a bit rich right now on GameStop. 42.78 is where I see it. 43-ish, up slightly, 60, 80 cents. The Dow off 185. And we got Bed Bath Beyond us is backing off now, 24.75. We were as high as 30 this morning on the listed exchange. We've dropped it now to 24.75. This is the low of the day here on the open market. And the volume is 62 plus million and heavy as it's backing up right now. That's what's going on. A ton of activity here going on. 42.52 on GameStop, up only 33 cents. We are definitely backing off now on the GameStop. We're coming into some selling here. 23.78, another drop on Bed Bath Beyond. 23.78, only up $3 now. It hit 30 this morning. This is a major sell-off. 70 million traded, and folks are dumping this thing. I am waiting for the company. I am hoping, I am praying for these people. Can they raise money? They've got this stock here temporarily in the 20s, hit 30. Is anyone over there scrambling to find a way? I hope they are. I'm praying they are. If they aren't, they're idiots. They've got to raise cash. Z Estate, I'm liking it at 216. Thank you, buddy. Is it only me, a splitter, or is Matterport really looking like it would go for 530 at least? Well, it's 552 right now. Michael, Alberto, bet your 7.5s are looking pretty good right now. On SoFi, the stock 710, the 750 calls that Alberto wrote. Yeah, Mike, I was just sending you a message laughing out loud. Dave, the Mac guy. Uncle Bruce, I recall reading that Bed Bath & Beyond isn't authorized to issue new shares until something like $30. Let me see if I can find it. Michael, already sold my 8s at 02, or did you buy them back at 02? You already bought them back at 02. That's what I think is going on here. Finished them off. Bed Bath & Beyond, 24.20 at the moment, only up 355. We've already hit 23.41 here on this down dip. 72 million traded on Bed Bath & Beyond. The Dow down 182, AMC down 79 to 2402. Dividend day is tomorrow. Stock is dropping, has dropped a lot this week. A lot of weakness. 23.97 dropping again. GameStop only up 20 cents now. Actually, it's up 13, 42.32. GameStop is coming back. It looks like it's heading for its low trade of the day or into that range. The high was 44.36, and now we're 42.25. So a $2 drop from the high here. We've only been open 23 minutes. We're backing up on the GameStop shares. Volume this morning showing, it looks like 2.1 million, which is what, 500,000 pre-split. And I bet you it will get really quiet as the day wears on once the initial surge comes through. We're backing up, more or less backing off. Okay. The Dow down 182, S&P down 32, Nasdaq down 146, and oil is up just 9 cents. All right. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I bought back, says Michael. There you go. Nice work, Mike, says Alberto. Nick, I covered Carvana nice this morning. Nice profit. Going long to be again, you guessed it, dumped. Michael says easy $8,000 this week. I made $8,000 writing options this week just on SoFi. Nice 8,000. Nice going. FL, that hot hair has to come out some more on this market. Yeah, deuce caboose. Fun fact: SoFi is now back down to its price after the first quarter earnings, completely ignoring the second quarter earnings. How about that? Deuce caboose. I don't get it. I just don't get it. DQ. Wow, Mike, way to go, making $8,000 this week on these contracts. Well, that's the power of leverage and being able to write a number of them. Here we are. Bed Bath Beyond 24.46. The Dow is off 180. AMC down 68. GameStop is up 45 cents after being up a couple of bucks. ME down 23. Matterport down 21. SoFi down 42. ATIP down 3. Rocket Lab 41 cents lower. Smart Rent down 12 cents. Spire down 4. Cyxtera down 17. Tesla down $6.50. Pfizer off 33 cents. Boeing off $4.99 to $167.09. I wonder how Alberto's doing on those Boeing calls he writes all the time. They got to be coming off nicely. Apple up 97 cents, defying the market. Again, they are. This is going the wrong direction for what the company is actually saying, but they. What can I say? Let's go. What else is going on here? The bridge accepts all. Tiff, deuce caboose. The reason why SoFi drops is because my stink offers didn't hit last Friday and because investors are stupid and rather run after BBBY. There you go. Michael says, I'm in an LLC. What taxman? What? There are no taxmen here. We don't have taxmen with LLCs. Interesting stuff. We are now down 190 again on the Dow, 24.60 on Bed Bath Beyond, up 395 after hitting 30 this morning. AMC down 58. GameStop at 42.91 to 97 right now, up 90 cents, 78 cents, 90 cents. Watching all this activity. Krispy Kreme stock is tumbling. Earnings and outlook both disappointing. Not good. The donut business, not good. What can I say? Alberto, I've stepped aside of Boeing. I'm concentrating on GameStop and SoFi. Back on this week. Right on, buddy. It's all good, Alberto. You're working it. I hear you. 42.92 on GameStop. SoFi at 723. We got Bed Bath Beyond at 24.67. AMC off 58 cents. The Dow down 193. S&P down 27, 28 points. Nasdaq down 115 right now this morning. Welcome all to the show, the channel, the craziness. Nice to have you here. 222 thumbs ups have come in today. Thank you for stepping up for us and delivering, again, another nice shot of thumbs ups for the YouTube analytics computers to chew on and decide, should we send this guy additional viewers? Because, man, his viewers really react to him. Look at those thumbs ups. That's a pretty good number over there. There's channels with triple the volume of views. They don't get these many thumbs ups. This guy's got something going on over there. That's what I'm thinking they're hoping. I'm thinking that's what they're saying. We'll see. 25.61 on Bed Bath Beyond. The low is 23.41. So we've come up $2.20. The high was $30 right off the hop. Unbelievable that Bed Bath Beyond hit 30, but here we are in the 26 range, and we're waiting to find out. I'm praying that these guys in the corporate office can find a way to raise money on their company. Is there a way? They only have 79.9 million shares in existence. They gotta have 100 million authorized or more. I mean, they can't possibly only have 80 million out and can't issue any more stock. That can't be true. We'll see how this plays out. Bed Bath Beyond, little rally right now, 27.26. It's trying to run again on a little rally here. AMC still down 33. GameStop now up $1.50. It too is trying to rally. 43.70 right now on GameStop, up 152 a share. Dow is down 174 points. We're down 174 on the Dow, and we're watching a few stocks trying to put a rally on. Not too optimistic about this, kids. I don't really think so. We'll see how all this plays itself out. 173, the down dip on the Dow right now. All right. Let's see. Okay. Splair, 41% gain on my two Matterport calls, a little more, and I get weak. TIFF, HBQ again does not care about the red market. As Ed Estate, noticed that on my watch list, Bed Bath Beyond and GameStop are green. Cam, 221 thumbs up. When the donut business goes down, we are really in trouble. Alex, TIFF, I don't mind if it keeps going up. I just keep rolling this stuff. Cam, Rocket Lab called a standout space stock by Morgan Stanley. These guys are getting kudos everywhere. It just doesn't help the stock. Rocket Lab 626, the low of 618, still down 35 cents, and they do get good calls, but boy, it's just not happening. Coyote, BBBY halted at 27.26. Apparently, Bed Bath Beyond is halted right now at the moment. Interesting. See what's being said and why. We'll find out what is the dealio. If anybody sees the announcement, let me know. Jen Doe, I haven't been able to watch as much lately. What do I need to be doing with my SoFi? I got 4,000 shares, so thank you, says Jen Doe. Well, we've been watching it here. Some of us here, some of the viewers here are writing $8 calls, $7.50 calls. They watch for the stock to have moves. Right now it's down 42 cents today. My hunch is if the shares have a rally and get back to $7.50, there'll be $8 writers showing up again for this coming month or so, or the next month. If they go higher, they'll roll over and write into nines, trying to bring in income. And some folks are writing calls for 35-40 cents, and then they buy them back for a nickel, 6 cents on stink bits, and score some money. Jen, that's what's been happening this last week or so, as the shares have not taken off like we'd like them to yet. But today we have a profit-taking day in the market, so that overall atmosphere isn't conducive to a big run on SoFi today. 714 right at this second is where I see it. Michael, Apple is unreal, too far, too fast. Bed Bath Beyond looks like it's still 27-26 halted on 78 million volume, waiting to see what the stock will do upon reinstating its trading. Tiff, Alex, I wasn't complaining. Dave the Math Guy, number one halt on the day for Bed Bath Beyond, says Dave the Math Guy. Dave, Rocket Lab announced a new private flight to Venus, and the janitor 86 says, I wonder how many halts will Bed Bath & Beyond have today. Well, we're going to find out sooner or later. We got one going on right now, I guess. I don't know what the story is on it. Waiting to see if the shares start trading, and at what direction are they going, and how much volume will come in behind it, and so on and so on. We're waiting to see. The Dow's off 182, the S&P is down 31, Nasdaq down 134, oil up 51 cents. 27.26 last trade on Bed Bath Beyond before its halt, and we're waiting for the trading halt to be lifted to see what the shares are going to do. Thank you for the 230 thumbs ups, everybody. I do appreciate it. Email, send an email for my classes, Uncle Bruce. Says Odin's Pumpkin. I'm excited to watch them. Right on. I will get you your 4 classes after I get off the air here later this morning. And then you could start studying and getting your schmata. And away we go, baby. Start writing options. I think we are trading on Bed Bath Beyond. Am I right or am I wrong? 26.50. Yes, we are trading 26.26 now, dropping 27.19. We're jumping around, waiting to see what we're doing here. 26.42 on Bed Bath & Beyond, dropping after the trading halt has gone through, apparently. Keeping an eye on this whole thingy. 26.47 now, 26.59, 26.38. GameStop is off as well, 42.91. It's dropping. Still up 72 cents, but it's falling off. AMC's backing off, 24.08. So there's some selling coming in here. 26.59, not like insane selling, just a little lower. We were sitting at 27.26. We're at 26.34, down 90 cents now after the halt was lifted on Bed Bath & Beyond. 23.98 on AMC, under 24. We're under 43 on GameStop at 42.88 now at the moment. 42.88 on GameStop. The Dow up, down 178 on the Dow. 26.63 on Bed Bath Beyond. Now 27.66. We just jumped the dollar on Bed Bath Beyond, if this is to believe. 27.93 on Bed Bath Beyond. AMC at 24.31, over 24 now. And GameStop just went up again at 43.46. 28.21 on Bed Bath & Beyond. Just had a turnaround. 28.23, up 7.58 on the day as we speak. The volume on Bed Bath Beyond at 28.08 now is 84.7 million. So we went down to start after the halt. Then we went higher. And we got the 28.08. We're now 27.74. Trying to figure out the direction of this market. Hard to do. It's very volatile. GameStop's backing off again. It's still up 94, but it's only 43.04. 28.17 again on Bed Bath & Beyond. No announcement apparently pending here. I don't see anything. 27.78 now on Bed Bath & Beyond. We're backing up again a little bit. GameStop, 43.10, up 91. SoFi, 721. Matterport, 561, down 20. SoFi down 38. ME down 13.5. The Dow down 134. A little recovery on the Dow right now. It's a bit better. 27.82 on Bed Bath & Beyond. Now looks like it's 28.15. Again, over 28 again. AMC hanging on to 24.02. GameStop is sitting at 43.12 at the moment. Bed Bath & Beyond dropped again, 27.44, 27.17. Just gave up over $1 quick. AMC now pushing $24. Looks like they're going under it again. GameStop is under 43 again, now only up 66 cents. The Bed Bath & Beyond is now 26.71. Really volatile. 26.71 on Bed Bath & Beyond. 26.65. Just gave up some ground here. Up 23.96 on AMC. 42.77 on GameStop, up only 58. GameStop is quickly coming down in price. Bed Bath Beyond, 26.50 to 26.61 now. Alberto, thank you for this donation. What are we up to there? I don't know. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. There it is. Thank you, sir. Fabulous. You must be making money. Beautiful stuff. Let's keep watching here. 233 thumbs up. Thanks, everybody, very, very much. Bed Bath Beyond, 26.93, 26.91. AMC 23.94. We're down 87 on AMC. GameStop 42.91 up 42.71 up 52 cents on GameStop. We're dropping here on GameStop from the high here of 44.36 to 42.66. Bed Bath & Beyond 26.28, $26. We were just sitting here at 28.21 or something. We're at $26 on a 25.99 on Bed Bath & Beyond. We just broke the $26 level, just annihilated it. We're going lower on Bed Bath & Beyond here. Still up 530, 35 or so. The Dow up down 155. AMC now down 94 at 23.86, and GameStop is 42.53, only up 34 cents. These stocks are under some pressure at the moment. The Dow is now down 166. We're going lower again. Whew. GameStop 42.51. Up 32 cents. Bed Bath Beyond 26 to 26.10, hanging around here. We just saw the 26 bid disappear a moment ago. We'll see if these are trailing trades. I'm not sure. 26.30, maybe a bit of a bounce again. 23.92 on AMC and 42.55 on GameStop. The Dow is off 170. We're dropping again on the Dow. Headline: mortgage application activity falls to the lowest level since the year 2000 amid higher rates and recession fears. This is really something. I mean, we're in 2022 and we're looking at mortgage application rates down to the 2000 year. That's what happens when you go from a zero interest rate environment to a higher interest rate environment and inflation shows up. It screws it all up. That is shocking to see that. That is really something. That's not good. If mortgage application rates are backing off, we're not seeing turnover of housing. And that means a bunch of realtors are hurting and folks with homes are not able to sell them. Very interesting. Bed Bath Beyond, another run here, 26.98, trying to get back to 27. The GameStop 42.71, trying to hang on. AMC down 84 cents. The Dow is down 170. Bed Bath Beyond is now backed off again. It's just down to 26.29 now. Just lost like 70 cents in just seconds. In seconds, it's done this. Really wild trading. Yeah, GameStop 42.65 down, only up 46 cents on GameStop now. Bed Bath Beyond 26.18, 26.11 on Bed Bath Beyond. We're going down again. And AMC 23.93 down 88. And it's something. All right. Thank you, one and all, for being here as we're trying to stay on top of this wild trading market. It is something here. A ton of crazy activity going on. Thank you all for watching and joining in. I appreciate it. If you're renewing your subscription, thank you. If you're keeping your subscription, thank you. We're joining in, thank you. Thumbs ups, thank you. Memberships, renewing and joining on the membership side. Thank you, guys. Love to have additional participants on the chat. Great to have you here. Here we are, Bed Bath Beyond, 26.02 now, falling back yet again. AMC down 126 again. It's dropping 23.55. AMC's low of the day, 23.52. We just touched it. We just hit the low of the day on AMC. The volume was only 13 million. Boy, is that dead quiet. Really quiet. GameStop 42.45, up 26 cents. We are going lower every minute here on GameStop. Now we're about to go into the break-even level. As if this keeps going, we could go negative. Interesting. Bed Bath Beyond 26.23. We're down 189 on the Dow Jones. 26.12 on Bed Bath Beyond. Whew. Oh boy. Pardon me, folks. Hanging in here, trying to hang in here. Oh, what a morning. So much activity. All right, let's see what's going on here. Thank you, Odin's Pumpkin. All right, Adam, any new information on this AMC special dividend? I'm trying to understand the logic. I have puts, and I got a message. I will receive puts for both one AMC common stock and APE, the Allegiance dividend. Yes, you will be a put holder for the combined shares as of Monday. The dividend is payable Friday and Monday. They trade as the new thing, and I think we're going lower. Adam, does this mean they're treating this like a stock split? I think it is. The shareholders will have preferreds and commons, and I think each stock can go its own way. It will be interesting to watch what happens. FX is number 229. Thank you so much, buddy. Dave, the Mac guy, yes, but they are hiding the fact by not immediately diluting the company. We'll see how the stock goes. Dave, since AMC shareholders said no to further stock issue, they're working around the shareholders essentially. Exactly. Jen Doe, 231 thumbs ups. Thank you. Dave, the Mac guy, $5-6 premium on at the money calls with 2 DTE for Bed Bath & Beyond. Unbelievable. That's wild. TIFF, SoFi volume is decent. People are picking it up down here. Alberto, Uncle, thank you. Assigned again with a beautiful profit. I profit, you profit. Thank you, my man. We love it when this happens. It's all good stuff. Trish, the dish, Uncle Bruce, I sold a Bank of Montreal call option at 130 strike price for the 2nd of September. It is now at 134. Would you buy it back now and rewrite or wait closer to the date? It was 135 yesterday. What do you want? What do you think? Well, the stock has backed up here a little. The market is now down 214 on the Dow. I wouldn't do anything. Let this stock back off. I suspect it will do this. And let's keep an eye. I only sold it for 160 2 weeks ago, and I'm afraid it might get exercised if it hits over 135 again. I hear you there, Trish. Let's see how the stock reacts. Let me take a look over here to here. And let's take a look at it right now. If I can get it to run, work for me. Hang on. Bank of Montreal, 103.89 on the U.S. market. Obviously, it's trading at a Canadian value. On the Canadian side, let me do this again. BMO 134.20. There we are. 134.22, down 82 cents today. We've been as low as 134.03, as high as 134.65. We're definitely backing off from yesterday's 135.04 close. The stock does only trade at 7.3 times earnings. It's not overpriced, we know. But if the Dow is going to have a correction here and a pullback, which I think we will, maybe BMO will give a couple of dollars back. You can consider, obviously, anytime you want a rollover. You have to take a look at the options market, obviously, for that. You've received 160 for the calls. They're good until September the 2nd, you're saying, and it's now the 17th of August. So you don't have to do anything right now. You could be exercised. You will then be paid, obviously, 160 plus the 160 130 plus the 160 you got, 130, 160. If you were to look at writing October calls, you might move up from a 130 exercise strike price. Maybe you can get to a 132 for about the same amount of money by giving a little more time up. Maybe that's the move you want to make. And then you've lifted $200 your direction for the strike price for hopefully no additional cash, or very little, if that. And the shares back up here a little bit to 132 range. They're at the money again. That's another plan. Right now, 134.18. We're down 85 cents on the day. You're going the right direction right now as far as your calls go, but they are obviously in the money. 4.19 at the moment, Canadian. They're 4.19 in the money. So you've got time. You don't have to run, but you are correct in assuming that you are at risk of being exercised. So there's that. The other option you have, the other choice, is buy these back and turn right around and write another 130 contract down the road further and take more money off the table, increase premium. So pay 4 something and get 5 something. Or like I said, if you can write a 131, a 132 for October, even November, and you can bring in a couple of extra bucks for that because of the added time you're offering, or break even, then move it up. Okay. Let's go GameStop under 40, says FL. 42.74 on the GameStop right now. Up 55 cents. We've got the Dow down 181. We've got Bed Bath Beyond at 25.28. We have, hang on here. Where we go right there. We've got 25.23 on Bed Bath Beyond, up 4.58. AMC at 23.80, down $1. 42.77 on the GameStop shares. That's where we're at this second, as we're watching a lot going on simultaneously here. We got the Dow down 184, S&P down 33. Nasdaq is lower, 163 lower now, 1.25% lower on Nasdaq. We're going down. S&P down 0.78 and Dow down 0.54 of a percentage point. Oil up 68 cents right now. Okay. Tons of movement here going on everywhere. SoFi 714 down 44 cents at the moment. All right. Quick sick boom. Between yesterday and today, a total of 1,000 more shares of SoFi picked up. Nice going. LL, I'm number 236, Bruce, on your thumbs up meter. Thank you very much for 236. We're going to make 250 for sure today. I think we're going to get 250 thumbs ups. Yeah, there's 240 now, only 10 away from 250. But man, could we hit 300 today? That would be pretty cool stuff. Could we get 300 thumbs ups today? Man, let's get to 250 right away. Thank you, everybody, so much. I appreciate this. GameStop 42.61, up 41 cents. Getting weaker. We're at Bed Bath Beyond right now, 25.34. Looks like we're getting weaker there too. Just step by step by step. Looks like we're weakening out. 25.21. at the moment on Bed Bath and Beyond. Up, down 192 on the Dow. We're slumping again. A little further, AMC down $1.08, and the GameStop shares 42.63, up only 44 cents. All right, guys. Let's see. Lots to watch here. Tons and tons and tons going on. Thank you all. Keep those cards and letters coming in. Keep me any questions you have on your options. Let me know. I'll try to give you my best opinion on what you may want to consider doing. Do not fear the upside. That's my motto here. Do not fear upside on these issues. We're down 175, 172 on the Dow again, 160 on Nasdaq, down 31 on the S&P 500. All right. 25.42 on Bed Bath and Beyond. We hit 30 today. We were halted at 27.26 about a half hour ago. Now we're down from that level at 25.42. AMC down 110 to 23, down 111, 23.70 on AMC. GameStop 42.61 right now. The volume on GameStop has been 3.3 million. The volume on AMC, 15 million. And the volume on Bed Bath & Beyond, 100 million. The day traders are still having a field day over there, but they're not running that market all that much higher again today. It is up on the day. It was as high as 28.60 yesterday, as high as 30 today, but it's at 25.50 right now. With the volume here, up 485. AMC down 114 now. GameStop up only 42 cents at the moment. Okay. Duncan, Carvana down 9% on the morning. Other stocks we're following, ME down 27, Matterport down 26, SoFi at 718 down 40. There's a bit of a bounce back on SoFi. We were down to 719. No, hang on. We were down to 709. We're at 718 now. And it looks like Matterport got a bit of a recovery bounce. It was at 547. It's at 555. Nothing to write home about. Rocket Lab at 630 a share, down 31 cents. It's bounced back a bit too. It got down to, let me take a look. Rocket Lab got down to 618. It's now at 621. Nothing serious. ATIP, it's holding at 99.1 cent a share. The low of 96.6, the high of 99.1. That's where we are on 81,000 shares. There's no trading. There's no selling coming in. This is a bargain. You buy this here with loose change. Pick this stuff up. ATIP, pick it up. Smart Rent up 347, down 18. We were as low as 339. Spire, we got down to 150. We're 152.5. Cyxtera, we were down to 970. We're 985 now. Tesla down 15 bucks. Pfizer is down 40 cents. Boeing down 468. Apple up 70. HPQ down 28 cents. Cisco down 24 cents. Twitter down 48. Home Depot is sitting at got a gain of 114. Carvana down 465. Robinhood down 31. Bannock is off 5.99. IBM is only up 34 cents. Microsoft is still down 62. Goldman down 343. Google down 130. Amazon down $3. Meta down 360. BlackBerry down 16. Royal Caribbean down 184. Target down 4. JP Morgan down $1. Costco up 70. Walmart is up $2.82. Quite surprising. Nvidia down 560 to 183. Disney down $1. American Airlines down 40 cents to 15.10. Netflix down 5. Moderna down 796 at 160 bucks a share today, taking a hit. We've got Bed Bath Beyond now 25.95, trying to rally along here. AMC down 105 at 23.76, and GameStop is 42.75, is up 56 cents at the moment. Okay. DH Ruda. DH, Uncle Bruce, when are you going to get the UBI on the ticker at the bottom of the screen? I don't calculate it. I don't run it. There's a few viewers who keep an eye on the UBI. They kind of manually do it for me, and every once in a while they tell me how it's doing. But I don't run the UBI index. It's done by others. We're down 177 on the Dow. Oil is up 96 cents right now, trying a little rally. We're down 31 on the S&P. We're down 160 on Nasdaq. There you have it. The Norway Sovereign Wealth Fund suffers the worst first half loss after stock and a bond rout. So investments for the Sovereign Wealth Fund have gone south for the first half of the year. No surprise. The markets were up to 30% in the first half of the year. So no surprise with that. 2505 again on Bed Bath and Beyond. We seem to get to 26 and then back down to 25, get back to 26, back down to 25. We're watching BBBY. 4262 on GameStop. No real massive push behind it right now at the moment. Coming up to the 2-hour mark for this show today, I will be on at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I'll be on tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern. You're all welcome to join us tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern, prime time with Uncle Bruce. It's an open house. It's usually reserved for Gold Bagel members, but this week, open house. You're all welcome. Those of you who are looking to get the 4-for-3 deal, 4 classes for the price of 3, the link down below for my PayPal account, it's down below, but you see it scrolling by here. Make a donation of $299.99 US funds to the PayPal account there, and then send me an email with your 4 classes that you'd like me to send you. I'll get them to you after the show. I'll be ending this show shortly, and I will send out the links to you guys, and you can watch those classes anytime you want. Become educated on how to write stock options. Take advantage of these markets that are just handing money over to all of these viewers over here. These folks here are scoring option gains every week, every month, and they're coming in. They're going to keep coming in. I'm certain of it. 2541 on BBBY. We're backing up again. The Dow down 187. AMC 2367 down 114. It's a drop, man. GameStop 4261 again. Splair, I wish all of you a successful day. Good luck and enjoy the break. Right on, Splair. I'll catch you this afternoon if you can make it. 430 on ME down 19. Matterport 549 down 32. SoFi 712 down 45 cents. Option profits are being made when the stocks go down. That's what's happening here as well. 2541 on BlackBerry or Bed Bath Beyond, down 192 on the Dow. AMC down 123, dropping again. And the GameStop is up 48 cents to 42.67, dropping again. Okay. See y'all later from Alberto. Thanks. You got it, buddy. Thank you for that PayPal donation. Man, you keep making money out there. I love it. BW, probably conjecture, but every time Bed Bath & Beyond gets spiked up, they get ammo to go short AMC and GameStop. I guess when you're a hedge fund, you're down $100 billion on the year, you'll do anything to survive, I can imagine. Pick knows my $5 ME calls I wrote for 79 cents are 30 cents, but I want more price decay. That's what we're looking for. Well, they're out of the money, and so they will depreciate. They will keep falling off. Absolutely. Every penny is $1 a contract. Every penny is $1 a contract. So, depending how many you write, that's how much you're making. Tilray at 450. Sad that I have to wait 2 weeks to write a call. Splair, September 9. They're lucky. There's luck juicy. I don't know what that means. Hybrid Duncan, take care, Golden Bagel members. Hold the line. Nick, Uncle Bruce, I shorted TGT today. Would that be a good move? TGT, Target. You shorted Target today. I got you. You want to cover sooner rather than later because most of the profit might be baked in. I don't know. We're slipping again at 174.92. So keep a close eye on your numbers, buddy. Do be careful. 25.18 on Bed Bath Beyond, dropping again. on Bed Bath and Beyond. The Dow down 187, 123 lower on AMC. And look at the GameStop, only up 26 cents now to 42.46. We're coming down again to this break-even line on GameStop. And John Anderson, thanks everybody. Splair, look juicy right now. That's what's going on. Interesting markets. 25.18 on Bed Bath and Beyond. We're falling. We are falling off. 42.45 on GameStop. Down 198 on the Dow. Crude holding $88. Crude holding $88 a barrel. Okay. Oh my, 42.45. GameStop only up 26 cents. 25.10 on on Bed Bath and Beyond. BBBY. 25.10. AMC down 128 now. It's worse. SoFi lower. It's down 49 to 709, going lower. And markets are backing off as we sit here. Dow's down 200. S&P down 33. Nasdaq down 177. 1.35% on the Nasdaq. We're backing off. 0.78 on S&P. 0.57 on the Dow. Down we go. 24.97. We're under 25 on Bed Bath and Beyond. We're under 25. And 42.40, 42.50 on GameStop. 37-cent gain. Not looking great. 24 to 85 now on BlackBerry. Another dip lower. Another one. Folks, I've got to shut her down. 2 hours into the show. We're going to keep an eye on this. I'll join you at 3 unless something crazy happens in the meantime. Jen and I are going to get a bite to eat. We'll keep an eye on this market, and I'll see you at 3, and I'll see you tonight at 8, everybody. Don't forget, prime time tonight. Everyone is welcome. Come on in. Nick, my average on target is 176.66, so I'm far in the profit for 600. I want at least 1,000, and I'll cover it then. Rock and roll, 176. Target right now. So what are we doing here? It is sitting at 174.08, buddy. Yes, sir. It's dropping for you. Definitely dropping for you. 176.66. Nice going. Larry, have a good afternoon, everybody. Thanks, Larry. I'll see you this afternoon at 3. Okay, everybody, keep it going. Keep the faith and keep on top of your markets. We'll talk to you real soon, and we'll go from there. Everybody, thank you. Later, Uncle Bruce. Thank you, Bama Babe. Alberto, lunch on me. Bagel time. There we go. Thanks, man. I'll see you guys later.